Good day, viewers. I want to welcome each and every one of us to this episode of Sight Ed, a sight educational program designed to educate every one of us on eye health issues. Sight Ed is preserving vision, restoring sight. I remain your host, Feyi Adepoju. Today we will be looking at a systemic illness, usually in children. It's a febrile viral disease, common, and it tends to come in, episodic, and that is measles. Now, measles can affect the eye. Today we're going to be learning how measles affect the eye and what we can do to limit the effect of measles on the eye, or even to limit the chances of occurrence of measles in our children. We've interviewed Dr. Chimdia Ogbonoya, and she will be talking to us on measles and the eye. I want to believe you will be well educated. Please stay tuned.
Sighted, an educational program on eye health issues.
How to take care of our eyes, the problems that can occur with the eyes, and what we should do about them.
Interviews.
Glaucoma is the commonest cause of irreversible blindness.
Educational drama on eye health.
Check your eyes before you become a victim of glaucoma.
Practical questions and answers.
The effect a wrong pair of glasses will have is that you will be uncomfortable as the user.
And lots more. Sighted.
Preserving vision, restoring sight.
Sighted.
Hello viewers, my name is Dr. Chimdia Ogbonoya. I'm an ophthalmologist. I work at the Federal Teaching Hospital, Abakaliki in Ebonyi State. Today we're going to be talking about measles and how it can affect the eye. We all know about measles. It's something very common. Measles is an infectious disease, a viral disease that is more common in children. Measles disease is preventable by immunization. That's why the nation is spending money on immunization for children. But it's so sad that even in the year 2017, so many people are still not taking advantage of that. So, measles, how does it show up when somebody gets that infection? First of all, there is a prodromal period. Let's call it an incubation period. Where the patient gets this disease, and then the first thing that happens is that there is fever. Then thereafter you can get rashes. Sometimes, depending on the immunity of the patient, the fever is so much, the patient becomes really ill. And within that period of being ill, the patient is not eating enough, the patient is vomiting. Sometimes it can be so bad that the patient can become unconscious and might even die. It's a very, very serious infection. So, and particularly in a patient that has low immunity and is not eating enough, there is a lot of use up of vitamin A stores in that body. So on the eye, when this vitamin A store is depleted, the first thing that happens is night blindness. So why is it that, these kind of things develop even in this 21st century following measles? Number one, measles in the first place is preventable. If a child is born, the parents should go to the primary health centers and enroll into immunization program. Part of the vaccines that are given to children include the measles vaccine that will prevent the child from even, first of all, getting this disease. Secondly, if a child is eating well, has normal, nutritional level, normal vitamin A level, if that child becomes ill, the depletion will not be so severe to begin to affect the eye. Moreover, a child that has received immunization is not likely to get measles. But if the child does, it's going to be really mild, that it will heal without complications. Again, if somebody develops an eye problem, a red eye, an eye discharge, the practice of self-medication is really dangerous. How do you go and say, give me this, give me that? You don't even know what is happening to the eye. Sometimes by the action you take or inaction, you can lose your eye. Particularly going to the traditional healers to treat eye, the eyes are very delicate. I have seen people use substances like breast milk, urine. I have seen somebody using salt. I have heard of people using dung. You know, when you put things that are not supposed to be eye medications into the eye, some of them are corrosive, some of them are not corrosive, but while you're trying to put those substances into the eye, you introduce additional infection to somebody who already had. Somebody had measles, that's a viral disease. You now come and add bacterial load into the eye that is already suffering because of poor immunity, struggling with the virus. So that causes an additional complication that can make a patient lose the eye. So that practice of self-medication and use of traditional eye medication must be discouraged, because it is one of the greatest things that complicates the eyes in patients that have measles. Again, if a child is sick, go to the hospital. You know, sometimes what would have been a mild illness becomes severe because you have gone to the wrong place. You know, when a patient has measles, there is a big challenge on the immune system of that patient. The doctor knows that this patient needs, vitamin A supplements. The doctor knows this patient needs, increased nutrition, appropriate type of nutrition. And even if something has already begun to happen in the eye, the doctor knows the kind of nutrition to advise to get this child to respond fast. Early vitamin A deficiency is completely reversible by urgent and immediate treatment. But when it becomes so severe, one of the things that will just happen is that this patient will develop a white eye. The black of the eye becomes white and the patient becomes blind. So we can see that there are various ways that you can develop complications in the eye from measles. One, the measles itself, the low immunity that it causes, the depletion of nutritional value, especially for people that already had poor level of nutrition before this measles. They will struggle. Many of them will develop pneumonia and die from it. Many of them can even get unconscious and die from there. And those who recover will be struggling to see because the eye has dried up, the eye has become white, or there is secondary infection, bacterial infection that has been added. And then what is simple red eye now becomes a very complex eye disease that certainly you can't manage it by yourself. So measles is preventable, and a lot of the prevention is free. Government is paying for your immunization. Avail your child of that opportunity not to get measles. Right now, the government is supporting women and children by giving extended maternity leave to mothers so that they can do exclusive breastfeeding. Exclusive breastfeeding alone is a huge fight against measles, because you're going to be getting those vitamins from the breast milk that is going to protect your child from infections. The government is sponsoring immunization. So exclusive breastfeeding, number one. Immunization, number two. You've already set your child away from measles. And then going to the hospital when the child has any illness. Seeing the correct doctor, when the child has any illness, you're fighting for your child's general health and your child's good vision. proper care for your child is going to make the immunity so strong, the immunization. The immunity will be so strong that your child is not likely to get measles. And even if such a child gets the measles, it's going to be so mild that the recovery will be so fast. But if by any chance the child has measles, don't go into self-medication, go to the hospital. If your child has a red eye, don't go and use any concoction on your child's eye. Don't go to the wrong persons. Go to a proper eye center, see an ophthalmologist. You know, the illness will be treated without complications.
Sighted, an educational program on eye health issues.
How to take care of our eyes, the problems that can occur with the eyes, and what we should do about them.
Interviews,
Glaucoma is the commonest cause of irreversible blindness.
educational drama on eye health.
Check your eyes before you become a victim of glaucoma.
Practical questions and answers.
The effect a wrong pair of glasses will have is that you will be uncomfortable as the user.
And lots more. Sighted.
Preserving vision, restoring sight.
Sighted.
Oh, welcome back, viewers, from that interview segment. A quick recap on few things we've learned from measles and the eye. Measles is a viral infection, but we can prevent measles by getting our children appropriately vaccinated. And of course, we also do know that a good store of vitamin A in the mother and in the child will help limit the effect of measles on the eye. And thirdly, once the child has measles, please ensure that the child is also seen by an ophthalmologist early enough, particularly if you notice that this child is not opening the eye like he or she ought to, or the eye is red. Quickly take that child to see an eye doctor so that we can prevent blindness resulting from measles. And let me quickly add that the government have actually done so much to help see that the cases of blindness from measles is actually on the decline by all the legislations, fortifications of our foods, with vitamin A, foods such as salt, oil and all that. But we encourage our mothers to also ensure they grow, green leafy vegetables, and they eat balanced diet also. Thank you very much once again, Dr. Chimdia Ogbonoya. This is still Sight Ed, Preserving Vision, Restoring Sight. I remain your host, Feyi Adepoju, and we want to encourage you to keep interacting with us on all our social media platforms, and we've been responding, that's quite exciting. Now we go to the last segment of this episode, and I'm always excited about that episode. You don't have to be an eye doctor, an eye care worker to be able to pass this information. So whatever you're also learning on Sighthead, we expect that you will talk to your neighbors, talk to your children, talk to your community about the things you're learning, so that together we can keep preserving vision and restoring sight.
Sighted, an educational program on eye health issues.
How to take care of our eyes, the problems that can occur with the eyes, and what we should do about them.
Interviews.
Glaucoma is the commonest cause of irreversible blindness.
Educational drama on eye health.
Check your eyes before you become a victim of glaucoma.
Practical questions and answers.
The effect a wrong pair of glasses will have is that you will be uncomfortable as the user.
And lots more. Sighted.
Preserving vision, restoring sight.
Sighted.
Thank you, sir.
What really happened to you?
It's a long story.
Start from the beginning.
I was in my shop on that day when Jide, one of my good customers, drove his car into my workshop.
Good morning, Mr. Ali. How are you?
I'm fine, my brother.
Look, I'm traveling to Lagos tomorrow. Okay? I want you to help me with my bag.
Okay, that's all right.
Oh my God.
Dr. Ben later advised me to only use protective goggles at work, which would have prevented the acid from entering my eyes. I ordered for 2 immediately. Sun protection is also good for mechanics and welders who go under the vehicle to do their work. But we never take them serious, not until something bad happens. I have learned my lessons now. I will never joke with my sight again for life.
Sighted.
Can you now all see why we have always been advising you to study very hard and be focused so that you can be all you intend to be later in life? I know that you all like the personality of the commissioner, and some of you would have been wishing in your mind that someday you will grow up to be somebody like her. So, by way of digression, I want some of you to tell us in this class what you will like to become when you grow up. Alright, Kule.
I would like to be an engineer.
Good! Kule would like to be an engineer.
I would like to be a medical doctor, sir.
That's a good one. Bayo would like to be a medical doctor. That's very good. Keep focus. Alright, Bashirat.
I'd like to be the first lady of this country.
Wow! Bashirat would like to be the wife of the president of this country someday. That's a good one. Let's clap for her. Who else wants to tell us something? Abu?
Sir, I would like to be a successful farmer.
Abu would like to be a successful farmer, just like one of the past presidents of this country, President Olusegun Aremu Obasanjo. Do you know that he is a farmer?
Yes.
And a successful one at that. That's very good. Keep focus, Abu. Who else wants to say something? Richard?
I would like to be a business tycoon.
Richard would like to be a business tycoon. Keep focus. That's a good one. Who else is saying something? Alright, Rita.
I would like to become an actress.
Rita would like to become an actress. You all have wonderful things that you want to become later in future. I counsel you, I advise you to keep focused. But you know what? I observed something since we started this class. Someone has not been active. Tayo, is anything the matter? You've been keeping silent all along. Now, I want you to tell this class, what do you want to become when you grow up?
I would like to become a pilot.
Wow, a pilot. That's very nice. You see, Chinyere Kalu is the first female pilot in this country, Nigeria. She was born in the year 1970. And during her time, she led a flying school and progressed further to become a licensed pilot through a well-respected aviation school in France. So, I advise you, keep focused. Now, all of you, listen and listen good. I want you all to look straight into my eyeballs. Never at any point in time in your life think that you are too young to start the pursuit of your goals. There is nothing that any of you really desire to become in life that you cannot become. A 15-year-old Los Angeles African American landed a plane to a cheering crowd at Compton Woodley Airport in Los Angeles to become the first female pilot to travel solo across country. So please, keep focused. Don't at any point in time think there is anything too hard to become. But wait, does it mean that there is none of you that is hoping to be a teacher someday?
Sighted, an educational program on eye health issues.
How to take care of our eyes, the problems that can occur with the eyes, and what we should do about them.
Interviews.
Glaucoma is the commonest cause of irreversible blindness.
Educational drama on eye health.
Check your eyes before you become a victim of glaucoma.
Practical questions and answers.
The effect a wrong pair of glasses will have is that you will be uncomfortable as the user.
And lots more. Sighted.
Preserving vision, restoring sight.
Sighted.
Well, we have to put it to an end at this point. Looking forward to seeing you at the next episode. Thank you.
So keep watching Sight Ed, preserving vision, restoring sight.